Sgt. Pepper was such a step forward in every aspect, musically and recording arts, and within the recording arts, and I mean, especially just for them as a whole, like the idea of taking, at the time, people were just releasing singles. People were releasing albums as collections of singles, and then suddenly thinking, well, okay, we're going to do an album as an album, and it has nothing to do with singles at all. There's no thought to it. And like they've got this, like a painting, essentially, top to bottom. It's finished.
I've really gotten to the point with that record where like I don't hear it, if that makes any sense. Like I've listened to it so many times, and those melodies and chord changes and the way that it's constructed have played across my ears so many times that it doesn't register anymore. It has gone that numb, and it took, however many, like 50 to 100 times of listening to it for it to really do that.
It's like breathing.
Yeah, it is. It is so essential to the the main idea of my musical presence that I can't. I can't.
You can't put your hands on it, but it's there.
Yeah, but I don't. It's like I don't hear it anymore. I don't even think about when I'm listening to it. I'm saying it doesn't.
Do you think about the individual parts of the instruments anymore?
Yeah, like I went through that.
Or do you
phase.
only hear that?
Well, I went through that phase, and then I went through the phase where I was hearing the emotions behind it, and then I went through the phase where I was hearing the songwriting specifically, and form and changes and sort of alternating repetition and things like that. And then as it went along, at this point, I just don't. Except for when I am listening to it on a different system, and I hear something I hadn't heard before.
Like better speakers and stuff?
Yeah, and then suddenly it opens up again. It's like I hear all kinds of stuff. Because it's just being aware of the fact that there is something to hear.
The idea of being conscious of something and then forgetting about it is very interesting because that's like the idea of music today in general, where thought does go into it. For the longest time, I was not necessarily aligned myself with the party of, pop music is shit today. It's easy, anyone can do it. I really think that thought does go into it, but thought goes into it in order for you to forget about it. And in a way, I think they kind of started that. Not in the sense that you're talking about forgetting about it, but just the idea of forgetting about music that you're hearing.
In other words, the ideas on the record are so natural that it's like you don't have to work to appreciate it, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's actually, it's funny you say to forget about it.
Actually,
it makes me think of the fact that you have memory to begin with, and in a sense, the fact that you remember things is the only thing that makes you more than just a machine. Oh, thanks.
Where'd you get those Girl Scout cookies, Nick?
Well, I just was hanging out with this one girl, and I like her, but she gave me these, and
how old is she, Nick?
14. But I know I love her. But
you hang out with that younger crowd.
Well, she came to my door and she's like, "You want some Girl Scout cookies?" All right. No, she's going to college.
Or Amazon chick?
No. But it's just one of those you really want to impress her and stuff. But I think she gave me these to get me to leave. These go.
Take these cookies, be gone with you.
Well, that's my thought process.
Cookies would usually make me want to stay, so I don't see how that would work.
Yeah.
It was like
she offers me cookies. I'm like, yeah.
Well,
I'm here now.
It's on.
I'm paraphrasing, but she was just like, since you're leaving, you want some cookies?
It was like a parting gift. It was an afterthought.
Thanks for coming to the party.
It's a party favor.
Thank you very much for coming out. We're gonna leave you with these cookies. That
I eat those cookies and I just forget about them now. They're like, that taste is so natural that I just eat them and I'm enjoying it. But I ate so many.
But the fact that you can even remember that you're eating a cookie in the first place is essential to your existence.
Right.
And with that, Nick will just go ahead and eat another one.
I had two and I can't do anymore. Like crap.
I want one.
After Popo's Hour or whatever we had. What was it? Gumbo ya.
Gumbo yeah. I always wanted to call it Gumbo Juju or something. Like it just seems
Gumbo
like
voodoo.
Gumbo. It's just like gumbo's in the name, but that's really all that's important. You know, the other syllables are just a waste of verbal space. Just like Gumbo mama. And nobody else thinks it's fun.
You ever empty out that ashtray?
Never.
Man,
The whole time we've been smoking.
wow, that's history.
It's a tradition.
What do you think of my mustache?
I think it makes you look like Frank Zappa. Good. Is that what you're going for with that? So you're going to drink or what?